host of the Gridiron.
And it's, it's kind of like, I don't know. There was a report out there that he was talking to Nick McCloud's agent, and he dropped an F-bomb in there and all, which seems kind of, to me, just seems kind of, if that's true, it just seems a little kind of classless and all and everything. But the thing was also, it was kind of like they were talking, and they brought up, what Schoen was saying, right? How he was talking, right? They didn't talk about how the agent was talking, right? It was just, what negativity do we have going toward the Giants? It was like there was a conversation apparently between, I guess, Schoen and because I wanted him to take a pay cut. I got to read an article here, right? Remember that, right? In this season, wanted McCloud to take a pay cut. He was only making $3 million. Wasn't making a ton of money. Wasn't going to save the Giants a ton of money, but it would save him a little something, right? McCloud didn't necessarily have the greatest season with the Giants, right? Defensively. Now that could be a scheme kind of thing, because if you look, I'm going to show you what McCloud did with Wink, right? His grades were higher than they were with Bowen. So I don't know if that was a scheme kind of thing. Don't know exactly, but McCloud was not having a banner season per se with the Giants, and he asked him to take a pay cut. Right? I can't remember exactly how much, but might say it in this article. But he didn't want to do that, and so then wound up letting him go, and he wound up hooking up with the 49ers. Now his grades with the 49ers weren't that great either. Okay, but he at the time, it seemed like he was going to go to a better team. But I mean, the 49ers were better than the Giants. But the 49ers, I mean, it was just, I'm kind of like, every year it was like, what the heck happened with that team? I know they had some injuries, right? But I mean, didn't make the playoffs. I mean, they went to the Super Bowl last year. They looked fantastic. They looked like maybe the team to beat this season all. And this year, they were just like struggled whole year long. Is this it here? Yeah. So, I got a couple articles here to read real fast. 2024 was a miserable season for the Giants. An anecdote from a new story of the team's campaign sheds some light on the way certain players were treated by the front office. So this is, once again, this is a little classless. If it's all one-sided, meaning, actually Schoen shouldn't even, if he did drop the F, I mean, you got to be a gentleman about it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but show a little more class. Right? Giants wanted cornerback Nick McCloud to take a pay cut, despite being a starter and signing a one-year deal as a restricted free agent before the season. McCloud was willing to remain with the team, but he wanted to stay on the deal that he initially signed. I don't blame him, right? Multiple players say that Schoen was so upset during negotiations that he repeatedly told McCloud's representatives, I'm not sure what this means, but don't pay October's rent? All right. As soon as I can replace him, I'm going to replace him. I am not effing around. So if that's what he said, it's to me, that's a little classless. Yeah. But once again, that's what Schoen said. We're not sure what the representatives, because obviously a lot of these articles just like to point out negativity. They want you to, like what I'm doing. Like, we want to get an idiot like me to click on the ad and read it, the article, I'm sorry, and read it, right? Oh my God, he said that. Well, what did the representatives say? How were they talking? Were they F-bombing Schoen back? That's possible, but of course they don't put that in the article here because that wouldn't make the Giants look as bad as they could possibly do. Obviously the point of this article is to make Schoen look bad, and if it does make him look bad because it's kind of you shouldn't be talking like that. I know it's a tough business and all that stuff, and everything, but it's a little classless, right? McCloud would go on to play 4 more games, all starts, before being cut by the Giants in early November. He then signed with the 49ers as a part of their practice squad, then eventually moved to their active roster. Schoen and the front office appeared to have lost the locker room by cutting McCloud, who Renan says was a well-liked player among his teammates. The Giants were also 2-7 when he was cut, adding more stress and turmoil to a team that had little hope of turning the season around. Giants, let's see. All right, we got another one here. Go fast here. All right, let's see now. Yeah. Okay. Joe Schoen's attitude is the talk of the town in 2024 season debacle. His dirty laundry is out in the open. After his off-the-record talk with Nick McCloud's managers leaked, he faced a major backlash from all sides. The ESPN reporter revealed this on January 10th and showed the world how low Joe Schoen can go if the team is not performing well. Giants waived cornerback Nick McCloud, who signed a $2.985 restricted tender on November 5th. And after a crushing loss to the Cowboys, and you know what Schoen told McCloud's representatives before putting him aside from the roster, he said, "Don't pay October's rent? All right. As soon as I can replace him, I'm going to replace him. I'm not effing around." That's totally rude. That is. As I said, regardless, okay, if what the representatives were saying on the end of the phone, that's not. Reacting to this, a user wrote on X, "Guys, blanks at his job. Best part of it all on film, a TV show, LMAO. But you have to ask if he still has his job." Above him really sort of behavior certainly tracks a huge backlash. After all, McCloud was only making on a $3 million deal. So how can any team's GM talk like that to a professional player? Another one wrote, "Both he and Daboll should be fired." What player is going to want to sign with the Giants after they went what they did to Barkley and now McCloud? That's some serious talk. Yeah. Yes, I mean, the one thing is, is that you got to look is that you're trying to bring guys in, right? Free agents in to play here. You want to, the Giants? Yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, I heard, they're struggling, but I think I can, if I go there, I think we can maybe win some more games. I mean, they got a great locker room, love the coach, love the organization. I mean, you start getting, bad mouthing and everything. That's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Now, let me show you here. I mean, McCloud, let's see here. Share screen. Again, I'm up here somewhere. I got 72,000 tabs open up here, so please forgive me. Okay, here we go. Now, if you look here, right, McCloud. So this is his 2024 season, okay? Now, you notice here with the Giants, okay, then with the 49ers here. So now here with the Giants, he graded out a 50.1. He was not doing super spectacular. He was only on it for 170 snaps, 50.1. He had a 25% missed tackle rate, okay? Right? So he had, what do you have? He had an opportunity for 16 tackles. He missed 4 of them. He missed 25% of his tackles. He graded out overall at a 50. His tackling grade was a 30. His coverage grade was a 50. His run defense was a 45.8. Right? So, but here with San Francisco, when he there, he played 3 games here. Played a grand total of 50. What is it? 54 snaps. Graded 57.5. Okay. But you'll notice here he didn't miss any tackles, right? But, so with the Giants, he graded out a 50. Here he graded out a 57.5. So he did a little bit better here, okay, with the, with the 49ers. Not too much, but you'll notice here, I want to point out here, when he was with the Giants, when he was with Wink, okay, you look here, first season with Wink, 583 snaps, graded out 65.6. Right, his missed tackle was 4.8. A really good season. 2023, last season, he did a great job on special teams. but his snaps went down a little bit, but 74.8 overall. His missed tackle was 15.4. Nothing super spectacular. Right? Could be a little bit better. But 74.8. So once again, that was with Wink. Here with Bowen, possibly a different defensive scheme, possibly caused him maybe some problem, put him in maybe positions not to be as successful. Maybe, don't know, right? But you'll see. I mean, this season he was not doing super spectacular here, right? So it's 51.1 overall. So I mean, he didn't have his best season, either with the 49ers or with the Giants, right? He was graded out in the 50s. Once again, that's only strictly by PFF. I'm not going to ever sit here and say, I broke down all this film and I looked at every snap. No, I don't do that. Don't have time for that. Not going to do that. That's never been me. Never going to be me. But you do notice when he was with Wink, he did a lot better, according to PFF, right, than he did this past season with Bowen. So I don't know exactly what it was, but he was only making $3 million. I know sometimes money's money, and if you can save, I don't know if they were asking him to, how much they were trying to ask him to take a pay cut, save $1 million or something like that. But I mean, once again, if I'm McCloud and I signed a deal for only $3 million, I mean, I don't blame McCloud. But also the other thing too is it's a little bit unexcusable for Schoen if he was dropping the F-bomb. That's just unexcusable. You don't do that. That's not good. That's not good business. You don't do that with a representative or a player and all that stuff and everything. And but I mean, you also have to it is a business, and if he thinks it's for the best of the team for McCloud to take a pay cut, or if he thinks that's what you got to go with, all his decisions are not going to be approved upon by everybody. It's a tough game. It's a tough business, right? But still, that's unexcusable behavior if he did do that. Now, as I said, once again, because of the article is just trying to point out the negativity for the Giants, right? It doesn't talk about what McCloud's representatives are saying. Were they throwing F-bombs at Schoen too? Right? Did they leave? Did they just have to leave that out? Right? Right? That's unacceptable too. If the representatives from McCloud were just talking, oh yes, okay, yeah, no, we don't, if they were talking nice and the only one who dropped an F-bomb was Schoen, okay. But what were the representatives saying? Were they throwing F-bombs too? Quite possible, and that's unacceptable too. But once again, this article would not bring that up. They're just trying to bring up the negativity for Schoen. They're trying to get idiots like me to click on the article to read it. That's what they're doing. So. But either way you look at it, it's unacceptable for Schoen to talk like that, because it's going to have repercussions. And I said it could maybe deter some top players, right, from coming here and wanting to play here.